basically we're supposed to present you guys with like a 2-minute speech, but honestly, 2 minutes is not enough time for me to tell you guys why you should vote for me as your first year rep. And honestly, but I could rant about how suitable I am for this position, so in a way I am kind of telling you why I'm suitable. So straight to the point, to begin with, I have 3 years of general experience of class representation for like high school. So technically I do know what I'm talking about when I tell you to vote for me as your first year rep. Anyways, with that being said, I understand that time is a big important thing for all of you university students. And that's important for me too. You either have enough time to either do what you need to do or you don't have enough time at all. And thank you for coming here, guys, because I understand this is actually taking time off your events and what you're about to do to actually sit here and listen to us, all of us, talk about how suitable we are for the positions we're running for. So thank you. And for you, just to notify you, I can actually promise you guys to give you 210% of my present, sorry, that threw me off, 200% of my devotion and time. And how I can do this is because I don't have a full year course load, which means that I can actually pay attention and understand your ideas and concepts and make sure it's shared with the council. So keep that in mind. Furthermore, why not vote for me? I'm responsible, I'm organized, I know what I'm talking about, I'm either on time or I'm early for anything I do, and honestly, I'm probably gonna be the most easiest person you can talk to no matter what. Like, you can talk to me about anything. And with that, I can guarantee you and promise you that I can give 200 and 3,000% of my time, effort, and devotion in order to make sure that all your ideas, opinions, and everything are shared with the council, and for you guys to get involved. With all that being said, vote for me.
Hello, my name is Krista Chelia. I'm a poli-sci major here at York University and a proud member of McLaughlin First Years. During Frosh Week, I made it a goal to meet everyone and rep the college I was so lucky to be a part of. Also during Frosh Week is when I heard of the position for first year rep. I thought I would be perfect for the job. I'm running for this job because I believe that I have several good ideas that I can bring to the table and ensure that the first years are represented fairly and appropriately. As some of you already know, I'm a very expressive and open person. So any ideas or concerns brought to my attention by my peers or other first year students will be represented openly and best of my abilities. There are other candidates up here running for first year rep, so you're probably thinking, hey, why me? Well, first, I would like to say that over the past month, I've went out of my way to try and get to know everyone, and I believe that I've formed special bonds with everybody that I've met, and this will make it easier to relay certain information through the first year students. I feel obligated to give back to this awesome community because when all the first years started university, we were all nervous. So as we adapt to this new family of a college, I would like to be that rep that helps all the first years adapt to have the best first year possible. Also, I'm always here. I never leave, so if you vote for me, I'm probably going to be here 90% of the time, so hey, give me a vote. Thank you.
Damn, girl.
The late G.K. Chesterton once said, "There is a great man who makes every man feel small, but the real great man is the man who makes every man feel great." And that is what I envision for you, fellow first years, to bring out the greatness in each and every one of you so that we can be one entity exuding nothing but greatness. I am the 18-year-old Elana Herbert, your candidate for first year representative for 2013-2014. The reason I chose to run for the position is because not only do I want to become involved, but because I also want to build spirit and integration. In order to accomplish these feats, I want to introduce bi-weekly integration nights, and apart from spirit and integration, I would focus on efficient and timely dissemination of information. Therefore, I would like to create a database with all necessary contact information for first years and introduce a suggestion box where persons can express their concerns confidentially. I am more than equipped with the necessary experience for this portfolio, as I am the former vice president of my students' council at my previous high school and the public relations officer for the Caribbean Atlantic District Board of Key Club International. My aim is not to give you a list of reasons why you should vote for me. My aim is to reassure you why I am your candidate for choice. Not only do I possess leadership qualities, but I am a MAC, modest, accountable, and committed. I am a lady who is eloquent and will be the voice for you. So I encourage you all, as you exercise your voting right, to vote modesty, vote accountability, vote commitment. Remember, progress starts with a vision and is accomplished through action. I am a woman of vision who gets the job done. Vote Elana for your...
Please don't stop talking.
Good afternoon to all. My name is Muhamed Ammed, and I'm a first-year student here at York University, majoring in political science. I'm running in the McLaughlin College election for the position of first-year rep. I've chosen to do so for two main reasons. The first being because of the community here at MAC, and the second being because I feel that I'm a suitable candidate for the position. In terms of the MAC community, I have yet to see a college like this one, and I'll explain why. Since I came here and started spending time at MAC, I haven't felt more at home. This has helped me adjust greatly, especially when I come from St. Catharines, which is about an hour south of here. The environment and the people here at MAC are extremely welcoming, and they've helped me adjust to the university environment and experience. So this can also explain why I'm here every day. Due to this, I feel that this is the type of community that I would love to get involved in, and hence why I'm running for this position. The second main reason why I have decided to run for first-year rep is because I feel that I'm a suitable candidate. I'm an honest, hardworking, and dedicated individual. I'm very punctual and have great social skills. I love meeting new people and helping others. I would gladly dedicate my time to anyone in need. I have experience working with the general public. I'm an active member of both the Islamic Society of Niagara and the Sudanese Canadian community of St. Catharines. So I have no problems working collaboratively and in cooperation with others. My platform is one which is very simple, to put the first years before myself. If elected as first-year representative, I will, to the best of my ability, strive to adequately represent the first years. I will make myself as accessible as possible. I will take any issue or concern into consideration, and if possible, either address it myself or have it brought up with counsel. I will consult you before making decisions which impact you, as I seek to act only in accordance with your best interests. If you give me the chance to be your first-year rep, I will gladly work endlessly to have your voices heard. Thank you.
Yes.
I have a question for Mr. Chris. You said during your speech that you had several good ideas to bring to the table as a first-year representative. I was wondering if you could briefly take us through one of your good ideas.
Well, one of my ideas is, well, the event has to be planned for the end of the year. I've been already going around to a couple of first-year students and asking what they would like to hear, or what they'd like to see for the end event. And I would like to have an event that is even better than the last year's event. I'm looking forward to that end year. That's my end goal, to make sure that that event is probably the best first-year event possible that I can make to my ability.
Thank you. Okay.
Any other questions? Oh, yeah, Jordan.
I have a question. It's really funny, but I'll ask one. The main reoccurring thing between all of your speeches was that you all have a lot of really, past experiences in leadership roles. What makes your experiences in leadership roles, the things you've done in past roles, the things that you mentioned that you think make you come to this position more important than this?
Did everyone hear that?
I'm in the front row.
Okay, so just
All right. Speak up. So, I never thought anybody ever asked me to speak up. God damn. All right. So, so my question was for Elana, and it basically was that everyone here mentioned past experiences that I had in leadership positions, whether it was in high school, community programs, whatever it was that you guys had. What makes your specific experiences and positions that you've had better way for you to be more active in this position than there?
we'll continue on for all the candidates to that question.
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, I wouldn't say that the experiences that I got of my leadership roles would be more important than theirs, because everybody gets a different experience out of their leadership roles. So, but I would say that I learned a lot out of my leadership roles, especially how to communicate with people, get along with people, teamwork, like basically hear the opinions and concerns of people, and I'm able to like try to do something in order to like help them, and like, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. If you have something to add to that, feel free to. All right. Any other questions?
Actually, I'd like for the 2 questions to be applied across the board. The events one and the leadership.
Sure, absolutely.
Should I go?
Scared. I'm
So,
PSC president right there.
we'll allot each of you about 20 seconds to say it, okay?
Okay, so I'll just go to add on to my event. Well, my big event that I have that I would like to put forward for the end of the year. Basically, I was told that last year y'all did a frosh revival, but instead it was for math only. So I was saying that I could take that idea and like basically make it better where like at home there we have this party called a juve, so it's like paint, and I want to incorporate a paint fat with a wet fat with a rave. So I think it's going to be really good. Yeah.
Muhammad? What event and your why do you think they make you want
Alright, so one event that I wouldn't plan for the end of the year, I would have to, of course, I can't think of it off the top because I would have to discuss it with the first years because it's about them, it's not about me, it's about their experiences. So whatever they put forth, whether a frost revival, a party, a boat cruise, whatever, it's whatever they're into. So that's what I would, that's the event I would have. And my leadership qualities are, back when I was younger, I was an air cadet, so I do have like, I did have to like lead like actual like groups and such, and I've always been an active member of the community, so I did help out in seniors communities and factories.
Thank you.
Okay, so for events, kind of going back to what they said as well, events is sort of like a time where you need to get people involved, and that's what the first year representative position is for, to get others involved. So for me to make an event and then have like basically 2-3 people show up is not going to be as great as if I actually go out and ask others what they want to have and like what they want to see towards it or what they want to achieve from the event. So in my case, yes, it's going to take a while. You have to actually think about it, and I actually thought about this. And events is like more something that you need to actually collaborate with your first year students. Like you can't just kind of go and be like, yeah, this is what I'm planning, come up and show up. No, it's not going to be like that. So that's similar to what they said as well. As leadership wise, I don't think my leadership things that like the events and past experience that I went through are any better than all of theirs because everyone picks up it differently and everyone understands it differently. I just feel like the way I picked it up was more towards how to communicate and how to get your ideas and concepts out to everyone, and like just to help others and persuade them to actually come and get involved in their community. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I already kind of touched up upon the events and how I've been asking first years already what they would have liked to see if I was even elected for the thing. So I'll just comment on my past experience. I'm not gonna lie, this is fairly new to me. I've never ran a student council. I've never actually I've never done any of that. The only thing that's similar to what this is, at my high school there was a mentor program for all the grade 9s that would come in and all the grade 12s would take them around. And well, I was a mentor for that, and at the end of the year last year I got a scholarship for mentoring. So that's the leadership of the mentors and how they're taking care of all the grade 9s. So that would be probably my best past experience, is taking care of all those grade 9s and the younger ones. And now that I am a younger one, I know how to communicate and relate through to the older people.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, well then with that, the first year representatives, everyone.
Hi, my name is Amir, and I'm running for your Director of Communications for 2013-2014. I'm a fourth-year poli-sci major, and I figured, it's about time I get involved and do something for the community and give back what the community was able to give to me. So my goals for the position is to work alongside my VP, who would be Jasmeet, work alongside her and the events department to make sure that everyone at the McLaughlin community is aware of the events that we put together. How I go on about doing that is, as you've known, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm always on Twitter. Along with Julian, I'm always up on Twitter like until 3 a.m. in the morning, always tweeting, and I probably annoy some of you all, from the tweets. Yeah, so, the whole point is to make sure that everyone knows about what's going on, whether that be through, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and regarding YouTube, I've worked along Jasmeet 2 years ago regarding for my YouTube channel that she recorded and she made videos for, so I have prior experience working with Jasmeet. And so if you have any other questions, follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. If you just vote for me if you want to.
Okay, hi, hello, my name is Danielle Singh and I'm one of your candidates for Director of Communications for the 2013-2014 term. So most of you, all of us, if not all of us here, McLaughlin College is very special. We're not just faceless students, we're a family here. And I'm a very active member of this college, and I'm looking for an opportunity just not to be a member, but to actually make a contribution. Being an involved member of this college has shown me and given me a huge sense of camaraderie. I have nothing but appreciation for McLaughlin College because of all the wonderful opportunities that are available to us here. I wanted to be a Frosh Boss last year, and how did I find out about it? Through communications. I wanted to take part in Kids Day. I wanted to go to our coffee houses. How did I find out about that? Through communications. And I was actually hired as our official photographer for communications for the communications team for Orange Protocol. And as of recently, I've also been hired by Mac Media, McLaughlin's very own student oratorial, as production assistant for this term. How is that possible? You guessed it, through communications. It was all a great experience that opened up a door to me to want to get involved in elections, because I was then able to work with some fantastic people to get a feel for what the responsibilities as Director of Communications might entail. To sum up, what I'm trying to say is that McLaughlin College has given me a chance to open up as a person, has given me a voice to voice my opinions and wants, and that itself is a key aspect to communication. I want to make that possible for all of you, to make you feel like you have a voice to talk about things that you want to change, things you might want to improve, things you think we should do. Nothing would make me happier than to have the opportunity to give back to you in a way that I know I can do very well, because it happened to me here. Through communications, through keeping everyone connected, by helping this sense of camaraderie continue on. I want to be a part of that team that helps market and advertise all these fantastic events and opportunities that are coming up. So if elected, I promise to give the position all my all, and I promise to make the upcoming year one of the best years you have to see. So if you want someone with passion, experience, and someone that you can depend on, vote for me, Danielle Singh, as Director of Communications.
All right, do we have any questions for them? Sorry. Numa? Please, can we have your attention? Numa?
I'm addressing this to Amir, but both of you can answer because but you mentioned a lot about social media, and I know that may be important, but I'd like to know how you will use face-to-face interaction, how you will reach out to members in the community to get people out to events.
Well, I feel like I'm always here, you know. I feel like you know, I've interacted with everyone well enough to have like a bond where they can approach me whenever they want to, or you know, feel comfortable around me. So if they have any questions, they can always talk to me. Plus, you know, whether just because I said we could use social media a lot, that doesn't mean we'd stop doing what we normally do, which is like through posters or just face-to-face interaction. Whenever like people just come into the office, just be like, hey, did you hear about this event? Did you hear about this event? This is what's going to happen. And just like inform people.
Do you have a response to that?
Yeah, like I feel like social media is very important, but I also feel like not everybody is following McLaughlin on Facebook and Twitter, so you can't depend on social media. So I feel like more heavy like postering, more word of voice is like the best way to get like buzz out about an event or like something that we're doing. So I feel like it shouldn't be just depending on social media, but posting more videos, especially use our YouTube channel. Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you.
So I hear Jasmine's a pretty busy gal. As the Director of Communications, what kind of relevant skills, whether it's photography, videography, and everything, kind of postering, making all that stuff, kind of figuring out, getting the word out there, what kind of skills do you have to contribute to the whole team of council?
We'll do Danielle first.
Okay, so what experience do I have? I've worked with a lot of the college stuff already. I worked as PR for the Dynamax calendar. I've worked in the past with companies to create logos for them, and also like in high school, everybody does this high school. You do like prom committee, you do like you advertise. Also, I had a job as like a promoter, so I would promote events. I had to sell tickets. I had to do all of that, and I know she's a busy girl, so if I do get the position, I plan to be like her right-hand person. Be right there if she needs me to do something, even if it's last minute, I will make time for her.
same as Daniel, I have no problem like taking over more of the workload if need be. I've worked with her before, like, you know, when she filmed for our YouTube channel, and I did video editing. I can use Photoshop. I can, you know, do all those programs. I can, like, I'm a, what do you call it? Savvy tech? What do you, yeah, tech savvy, yeah. So I have no problems with, like, you know, using people, using media, using anything, like, so whatever needs be, like, if she asks me to do something, I'll do it.
Thank you. And we have one more question.
Aside from digital media and communications and that sort of thing, what do you guys know in terms of tabling? I know tabling is one of the biggest forms of communication because clubs use it, colleges use it, sports schools use it. What are your guys' respective strategies for tabling?
Regarding tabling, during the summer actually, I worked with Jazz and Jason when we were like putting up Frosh Week, and to promote Frosh Week, you know, the way this Frosh Week was set up, it was like in terms of like, you know, we couldn't reach out to many people because of, you know, restrictions from New York, but what we did was we started tabling in Ferry Hall for the first time. And from tabling, we just like, whenever you see they're walking across Ferry Hall, you just like, you know those people that you see, like when you walk through Ferry Hall, those annoying people, like with brochures and stuff, that would be me, basically, yeah.
I pretty much agree. I think that tabling is a very good way to actually get more buzz about an event because people, it shouldn't be just promoting within the college. You want to get more people that are McLaughlin that don't hang out here to be involved in our events, and I think that maybe like tabling like in Berry Hall, tabling in the student center, tabling in places that are very high populated would be a very good idea just because it's easier, it's better to get the word out.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Any more?
Hi, my name is Daniel Burr, and I'm running for the position to be the new director of academic affairs. First, I would like to thank you guys for coming out to hear our speeches, and for those who have supported my campaign and, in fact, nominated me, signing your names. As well as, let me give you a little bit of my background. I'm a second-year law society student. I was a proshi for Project Orange, yes, and I was a boss for Orange Protocol. I believe that if you guys, I should run for academic affairs, that should be voted on council because I would be a very productive and proactive member. I would seek to help out our VP of academic affairs tomorrow, and like I believe that I gave a lot of help to. I gave a lot of help to the McLaughlin community. Like last year, I was a lounge volunteer, and during the MAC formal, I was awarded the Spirit Award. I helped to and like when I was a lounge volunteer, I helped to ensure that the lounge was a safe environment where everyone can feel at home. If you guys elect me, I will try my best to complete the responsibilities of the Director of Academic Affairs, which are written within the Constitution. Right? What I'm trying to say is that I'm not going to promise anything. I'm going to try to work to the best of my abilities to complete what is needed to be done. But what I will also do is I would try to help my fellow council members. And in all honesty, I just thank you guys for coming out, but at the end of the day, your vote is your vote. You guys should vote for who you like to. You have these tremendous candidates here for you, and we're here for you to help the college run smoothly. Okay, and we're here to help the college run smoothly. And my name is Daniel Barrett.
Hi everyone, my name is Alicia Hamilton and I am a fourth-year Law and Society student and I'm running to be your next Director of Academic Affairs. McLaughlin has been my home for the past 4 years. I went from being that shy little first year to that bubbly, outspoken fourth year. This year I have many things planned. This year I want to create more awareness of various academic resources available not only at MAC but throughout York. Such as the Writing Center, Academic Advising, and the Career Center. We have such a great tool within this very building that students don't even know or use about. Because of the Career Center, I was able to get 2 work-study positions as well as my position at Osgood. It's astonishing to know that unemployment rates have been increasing so much throughout the year. This is something that could potentially be changed based on something as simple as interview and resume skills. I previously worked at Service Canada Centers for Youth, and I found it bewildering that university students don't even know how to do something as simple as a resume. So let's be honest, how many resumes have I done for people at MAC? But in order to create this awareness, I would like to extend upon the peer mentoring program and as well as Youth Start, which I took part of this summer, by providing information not only to first-year students, but to higher students as well. Some students don't even know what the degree requirements are, and I think it's very important that you guys need to utilize that and understand it. I would also like to use the academic page in providing information because it is such an underused source. As well, I would like to encourage clubs for posting events and etc. on that website page. Speaking of clubs, clubs can play such a vital role to someone's university experience, and I know it did for me. I'm a part of the Work and Labor Studies Association, and by enhancing clubs and inter-club events, we would sure to see an increase of the club population. I know you're all thinking that's great and dandy. Why should you vote for me? You should vote for me because I have the passion, the drive, and the determination to be the best person I can be. Not only that, I have the experience based on my employment, club membership, and my overall participation for the last 4 years at MAC. Thank you very much, and good luck to everyone else.
All right, guys. Hello, my name is Jonathan Simone, and I'm running for the position of Director of Academic Affairs for 2013-2014. I'm standing here today speaking to you to ask for your permission to serve you to the best of my abilities and give you my 100% to fulfill all my duties. I'll guarantee my 100% throughout my dedication and commitment to this affiliation, and I vow to give my fullest to benefit this college in any possible way. I will be assisting Tamara in her duties, assist in planning at least one successful event for McLaughlin, and do anything in the best of my ability to promote the best affiliation for all of York University. McLaughlin College has given a lot to me, and now I believe it's time to give back. Just remember, a vote for me is a vote for accountability, commitment, dedication, and responsibility. Thank you.
My name is Adham Wasfi, or Adam, or Adham, or whatever you guys call it. It's all good. Okay, before I start talking what I hope to achieve as your Director of Academic Affairs for McLaughlin College, I would like to start talking about McLaughlin College. As most of you know, I'm an international student. I'm coming here, man, I left my family and friends behind in search for a better life. And I was able to achieve this better life with the help of McLaughlin. This college took me in, and it's become more than just a college for me. It has become my family, the Mac family. And because of this college, that feeling of homesickness never affected me. So now I feel it's my time. It's time for me to give back to this wonderful society and help others like this college has helped me. Okay, so now as your Director of Academic Affairs, working alongside the VP of Academic Affairs and members of Council, I wish to achieve a greater transparency between the clubs and McLaughlin, create a better network of communication between these clubs, and increase their awareness throughout the MAC community and the York community. These academic clubs are what help the students transition from high school to university. These clubs also mean that you're involved more within your program, which will help you succeed. As I said before, I'm an international student, and like me, many other international students, when they come here, they don't see the real value of these academic clubs. They don't see a benefit from these clubs. I can relate to them. I can help show them that there is more to university than just going to class and studying, and that being involved in student clubs is what will help you with your student life and social life. Thank you for giving me this chance, and thank you for listening. Adham Wasfi is the right pick for the academic.
There? Just speak loud enough.
What advice would you give our first-year students to help them transition into their academic year?
This is for everyone.
As of this year, peer mentoring has been is starting off, and I'm also a peer mentor. Peer mentoring is such a great tool in order to transition because you have that somebody to go to when you need it the most. Like when I was in first year, I didn't know what courses to pick or what not to pick, and I find that this program is underutilized, and I think that it should be used to the full advantage. And as well, there's an office right over here in front of the lounge. So not even just first years, just in general, all students can go to a peer mentor and ask for extra assistance.
Along with peer mentoring, I would do class talks, go to first year classes to tell them what other requirements may be taken. I would also tell them about club events that have to do with their courses, McLaughlin courses. So for instance, law and society students, right? You have 1375 and 1750. You have lands right down the hall, right? That can help you transition with your major and help you learn extra information about your major.
All right, well, as you all know, university is already hard enough, stressful enough. My advice that I would give is that take advantage of all these clubs and all these events that we're offering to you guys. You're making it so much easier on yourselves. You're just relieving all that stress, all that work, all that stuff in the back of your mind. And in the end, it's going to benefit you. You're going to have a better time, you're going to have fun, you're going to meet new people, and you're going to meet a lot of new friends. Yeah.
Okay, so other than peer mentoring and like the workshops they have at York, they help you with like writing or getting better grades, but they don't help you with your program specifically. So what I'm trying to do is raise the awareness of the clubs. So students like in a political science major will go to political science clubs, meet students from that major and get help based on what he's taking or what he's studying. And it will benefit him more like towards his writing, his reading skills, note-taking skills, and like work more with towards getting awareness for the clubs. So like people will meet up people from their majors and get more help towards what they're trying to do.
For advice relative to first-year students, basically what I would like to clear out is one thing, and this has been bugging me for quite a while. First of all, I've heard this quite a bit, whereby, wait a sec, it's just first year, everybody goes through it, everybody messes up in first year. But let's think about that for a sec. Should we realistically expect students to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to enroll into our academic institution with what? The mindset that they will fail? I mean, is that a true shot at success? Ladies and gentlemen, the entire purpose of me being your director of academics is so that we have these mentors, guidance counselors, success tips from professors who actually come in to lead these workshops. That's the way a first-year student will succeed. Not by, from the get-go, negatively enforcing on them that, you know what, it's first year, you're gonna fail. That's not the approach that we want to take. We want to help them. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the newest members of our college. And if we don't help them, how can we expect us to have better VPs, a better president for our future of McLaughlin College? We are one McLaughlin College. We have to help first years as well as fourth years. Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Back there, just really loudly.
What's up, Johnson?
My question, basically since most of you are all upper years, the academic position actually gives clubs not just for the students only. So my question is basically, you do have clubs and awards, and since most of you are pretty much second year and above, my question is, can you name at least 3 to 5 clubs within McLaughlin College, and at least 3 awards are actually displayed in McLaughlin College Council review?
What happened?
Do 5 or 1 each? I'm gonna take all mine. I'm gonna take my call.
Okay,
just go ahead.
Work and Labor Association, Moot, Pre-Law, the Poli-Sci Association. I got the name wrong.
Law and Society Association, LAN, run by Elana. Excuse me, guys, please.
Also, don't forget to say the 3 awards.
Yes.
The Law and Society Club, run by Elana Chan. Elana is, I think she's here. No? Okay, sorry, Elana. The Criminology, oh, Michael's the vice president.
Okay.
The Criminology Association as well.
And 3 awards?
You want to start with me?
Continue.
Trevor, I want to give everyone a chance.
I know that there's one for most outstanding member because certain students have to basically do three different events per club. Because I know at Work and Labor we do that, and at the end of the year you honor them with one award pertaining to them. That's one.
Okay, well, some clubs. Sorry. Club is I know one of my best friends in the world. Paranoble is a part of Peace by Peace. All right. Peace by Peace. You have the criminology. I don't think that was said. Criminology.
I said that, sir.
I'm sorry. Criminology lands and some awards is the Janet Gibson Award for first year student spirit, which goes to the most spiritual female student, and then you have the David Sugarman Award, which I won last year for student spirit, and then you have the I think it's the Ibadi Maxwell Award that Ryan Weenie won. So yeah.
We also have
okay, so the clubs, I think they're all been saying I can't think. Wait, there is more probably, but I'm not gonna lie and say I know them. I know one. Piece by piece was said. There was Law and Society.
Poverty eradication.
It's Mac Media, I'm guessing, but that's part of Mac. And I really don't know the words, so I'm not gonna say it.
You have a leadership award. I know about
Think of them,
leadership
so
award.
I was gonna refrain from answering the question.
Okay.
Should I go?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm not gonna name 3, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna name 1 because, quite frankly, my peers have actually named quite a lot of them. 2 which are, one of which is passionate to me is the UPSC Club, the Undergraduate Political Science Council, and an award. I've always liked sports, so how about the Max Sports? We've got Athletes of the Month every single month. So there's an award right there. Thank you.
Wonderful. Are there any other questions? Our
Mr.
president.
President, step up.
So, many of you have spoken about your experiences, your qualities, and your characters, and I'm very impressed. At the same time, what sort of commitments do you have during the year that will help you perform or not help you perform to the best of your abilities as director of academics?
Okay, so the negative and the positive.
Talk about your just expose sort of like your other priorities and commitments that will sort of intervene with your duties, but how can you balance that? So that's what I think the people want to know.
The only commitment I have is school, because I don't work, because I'm not legally allowed to work. So my other commitment would be school, and I don't have a lot of classes, and then my other commitment would be McLaughlin, obviously, because those are the other 2 commitments I have here. To come after McLaughlin.
All right. One big responsibility I have is work. I'm working at the exact same place for 4 years. But you know what? Like right before I got here today, I was working. I finished my shift, I came here, I had this priority to do. So it's all about like time management, prioritizing yourself, and yeah.
My commitments would be, I guess, school like everybody else. And I get home, you got that family issues, and then you got like traffic. Getting home takes a long time. Right, you got the drive home, you got insurance, which is expensive. But other than that, we're all university students, we all cope with it, right? We all find a way to get it done, and that's honestly what we can all do, everyone here. We will all get our work done, and whatever our responsibilities, our duties, we will get them done no matter what, because we signed up for it, right? We thought that we thought, and we know that we can do it, so.
Me personally, after all, I am a 4th year. I figured out how to do time management by now. Pretty much my schedule is relatively open. I have Fridays off. Anyway, but if any, I can always work around schedules and time management and whatnot.
All right. So I'm not going to lie to you here by saying I've got lots of time. Quite frankly, my time is quite squished. I do have many work obligations that I have to meet. As well, I'm also the co-chair of another entertainment committee outside of York. So that's also taking up quite a bit of responsibility. Along with being a normal student, we have school, we have lectures to attend, and so forth. So those are my commitments outside of York.
Thank you for your honesty.
Aaron? Yes, sir.
I have a situation for you. 2 clubs both come to you with a problem saying that they both want office space. How would you deal with that?
Fight. Oh, who's first?
One, Director of Academics doesn't necessarily deal with it. I would have to talk to Tamar first because she deals specifically with lounge bookings and JCR bookings. So obviously you have to figure out who emailed what, who emailed who and who emailed what, who booked the room first, and then after that you can deal with what event and what not. If she's unable to deal with it, I could always just suggest another space and try to find out another space that's available throughout McLaughlin College, such as the courtyard, the other courtyard, etc.
She took my answer.
So I guess my response would be, yeah, I guess like to see better plan. Like, let's say if one club has booked the lounge to use for that date, right? There should never be a confusion, right? Because there should never be two clubs booked in the lounge at one time, right? When it comes to like office space and permanently using it, you have different offices using like 2 clubs using one office, right? You have WLSSA, right, Promotional Lounge, and the Moot Society, like sharing one office space, right? So I mean, the best, let's say if there's no more office space, the best option I can give them is to share an office with another club that would, I guess, that would be willing to partake in sharing, and 2 clubs that would actually have a lot of a lot of in similar, right? Similar clubs together.
So pretty much, we're all adults here. There are going to be conflicts like these. We got to work it out. We got to sit both clubs down, or at least both exec teams of each club down, and we got to work it out. We can't give a definite response. However, what I think could in fact benefit McLaughlin, especially with the lounge space, is having a public schedule put right in front of the door. I haven't seen that. That would be.
Okay, go again. You're gonna have to start over again. Sorry.
All right.
You have to walk back in.
So basically what I was suggesting is putting out a schedule in front of the lounge door. We don't have a public schedule for the lounge. I've been here 2 years, I haven't seen one. So that would actually help us organize our lounge space, our lounge time for the students, for the clubs, for everybody else. That's a suggestion.
Thank you.
Well, everything's been said, but as you know, scheduling is important. Like, make sure like whenever you get a request to book a lounge that or an office space or any space in MAC, like, just put on a schedule so there's no conflict of scheduling between two clubs. And as you said, like if we're short of office space, sharing is always an option. On the criminology on law side, you do it, you share an office, and it's working fine. Right? Like,
It's all right.
It's working fine. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll take this question and then.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's fine.
You can
I didn't
answer
mean
it
to
still.
No, yeah, I'm branching off what Alicia said. Just prioritize, like first come, first serve, and try to be civil about it, right?
It's fine. I'm sorry. Like, and to add on to what Zubin said, actually, as a non-volunteer last year, me and the other non-volunteers had difficulties realizing or like knowing when the clubs were booked, right? Like a club member would come and tell us the club, and we had to run upstairs, go check up there, come back downstairs and clean up the lounge, right? So, I mean, like if you warn the lounge volunteers, right, with a page or every day that a club is booked, to tell them whether a club is booked, to give the lounge volunteers enough time to clear everybody out, clean up the space, and make it suitable for the club.
Thank you. Has everyone gone?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Please ask your question.
Okay. Probably gonna get me wrong for this. I know there are a lot of students in math that are part of law and society, criminology, political science, some being included, which is what you guys have been talking about a lot about the law students. How would you help the other students that are in like accounting,
Communications,
special writing,
All right, so basically I'll give you an example of a program that I've already been working on before I'm even elected. I've actually been going around within our faculty and even a lot of popular programs that are outside what McLaughlin specifically offers, and I've been going to those professors and I've been asking them to lead a seminar or a workshop specifically for their program. So Janae, I know that you're in professional writing, right? If you were to give me, now I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know any of the profs that are in professional writing. Give me one name of a prof that you would like to hear about a success tip, that you would want to hear a seminar from them, someone interesting. Bring them to me, give me their name, give me their office hours. I will go to them and I'll talk to them about it. I've already done that with 2 specific professors already within political science, and I've already done that with one through social science course that she teaches. So I'm already being proactive on this matter. I know that first-year students need this help right off the bat, and I'm the guy for the job. I think I've proven it quite well. Thank you.
2 comments. One, there are other student councils, so Vanier, Bethune, etc. You can liaison with the other director of academics or other academics, or different, because they all have different names. Liaison with them in order to like give you the extra assistance that you need, because they may be able to answer a question that I might not even be able to answer, because each program is designed differently. So yes, I may know more about law, society, and crim, and I may not know about accounting, but because we have that like where we are at York, we have that opportunity to talk with the other individuals to deal with that. And 2, again, with peer mentoring. Peer mentoring also can answer those questions, and one of the things that I really want to stress upon is helping not just first years, but upper years with that. And peer mentoring allows you to do that and answer any questions that you need in regards to anything academic or clubs. So they can also assist you with that.
Again, kind of in regards to what she said, Janae, I feel your pain. I'm a business major, and nothing here is really relevant to my major. However, I just like it because family experiences and that. But yeah, York is all like intertwined, like all the colleges affiliations. Like I went to a couple seminars and everything for my stats, for my marketing, and it's really helped me a lot. So I don't think it matters what affiliation you're in. If you need help for your major, however, you have to just keep this consideration that we're all together.
Great job.
Basically, like, if you come ask me, like, tell me what your major is, I will like reach out to other councils around York to get the information you want about that club, and I will gladly assist you, and I'll take you there if I have to, just to make sure you get there and you get all the information you need about the club you were asking for.
All right, thank you.
No,
So
I'm smoking it.
Oh my God.
I said no.
Oh,
Much to what they said. I would work with the VP of Academic Affairs tomorrow. Go to different councils. What else I can add on? Like go to different councils, right? Like we all know about those upper floors of YFS that no one barely goes to, right? Like you see those clubs, like you have I believe the Caribbean Club, right? Like I'm not sure if you have any. I'm not sure if there's anyone here at the major of Caribbean Studies, but I mean like we all want to have a little. Like I'm just saying, like I would help them find the clubs that they're looking for, like based upon like their majors and their affiliations. Let's say if they switched from Vanguard to Mac, right? I would help them find the club in which their club is affiliated, the club college where it's affiliated with, right? So like for Calumet, there's a lot of psychology students who are affiliated with Calumet, right? So let's say if I want to take them to the psych club, I go to Calumet, work with their people, and just put that person in the club.
perfect. Thank you. So we'll take one more question, then feel free to address them during the meet and greet afterwards. Yeah, and then just maybe keep it under 15, 20 seconds, as fast as you can.
Perfect.
So we can move along.
How do you all plan on being role models to students in both academic and personal ways?
Great question. Would you like to start first?
Okay, so I would take my time to reach out to them, see what any help they need, schoolwork, anything social life, like if they're having trouble with school, getting to know people, getting to talk to people, I would gladly take my time and help them out with that. Make sure they feel comfortable around Mac, because in the end we're all one family here. So.
Well, I'm going to try to relate to my mistakes, because coming into my first year, I made a ton. So I've learned off of them, and I'll make sure they learn off of my mistakes as well.
It's pretty much already been said, but you know, you always have to take the time to reach out to every student, including that shy, quiet one, that loud one, that the in-betweener. So I think communication is always key in order to, you know, get to know them or know what their needs and wants are.
I'm not a role model. I wouldn't consider myself one. I wouldn't consider myself one. I consider myself one, a friend. Right? I'm a friend trying to help everybody out with their academics, with their clubs, their affiliations. Whatever they need help with, I want to be there to help them and assist them in the right direction, even if they're older, because I doubt like I can really help an older student, but I try my best to help them, and yeah.
Thank you.
And so basically, just to answer your question about as role modeling, that's the entire purpose of Frosh, right? That's, as many of you guys know, when I was attending Frosh, I put my entire self out there. I was being there for the first year students, and even some new second year Frosh bosses that I didn't even know. The entire point is getting to know everybody, getting comfortable, and getting other people to be comfortable with being in the college. So that on its own can put a lot of trust into oneself in order to actually express themselves and actually be a part of these clubs and whatnot. Thank you.
All right, let's give them a round of applause.
Hello, McLaughlin. My name is Cassandra Batista, or as you all know me as the promoter, the partier, or better yet, the Red Rain Girl. I am running for the position of Director of Events and Programming. There's a reason why I'm known by these names that I've listed to you. It's because my life revolves around events. After 3 years of doing events for companies that I've worked for, I know what it takes to run an enjoyable and successful event. Not only do I have experience with planning events, but I have a lot of passion for McLaughlin. McLaughlin is my home, and I consider you all as my family. I don't think you realize how much McLaughlin means to me and how much this college has done for me. No matter what brings me down, the McLaughlin community does wonders and has a way of lifting me up. I never imagined being so a part of a college or anything school related, but here I am. With this passion and background experience, I want to return the favor and give back to the community for what you all have done for me. Let me handle the events, and I can guarantee you things you have never experienced before. From ideas as small as simple social events like barbecues to bigger events like an end-of-the-year festival with artists that have worked with big names such as Hardwell and Steve Aoki. I may have big dreams, but I only want the best for McLaughlin, so why not pick the candidate that knows what she's doing? Besides my ideas, I want to hear what you have to say, McLaughlin. I want to make your ideas a reality. Let's make it our year, McLaughlin, because this year is only going to be here once. So remember, vote Cassandra Batista as this year's Director of Events and Programming, and watch dreams become a reality. Thank you.
Hi guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ayat Alati, and I'm running for Director of Events. So last year, I'm a second year here at York University, and last year I attended Frosh. I did not miss any single event because I wanted to experience the full first year life. I came here, I left my family. I'm not international, I'm an out-of-state Canadian, but I mean, I came, my family is in Dubai, and I just came, and I have no family here. So I managed to make my own life here, and I want the same for all of you first years. And also, I want to make your events. I want to hear your ideas. I want your voice to be heard. I don't want you to think that you're just some person at MAG that won't have their voices heard. Tell me your ideas. Talk to me. I want to hear them. I want to help along with the VP of events. I want to talk to him and tell him, oh, I had a nice idea today. Why don't we do this? Why don't we talk about this? Why don't we organize something? So amazing. Because it's your college. I'm also part of the college, but I am willing to work my butt off for you guys. I want you guys to have the best experiences and the best memories. No matter, I'm not saying events is going to be only partying. It's going to be all types of events. I would be part of council, so I would also be working along with a team. Okay. I live on residence. I have a lot of time in my hand. I don't work, so I'll always be around. You can talk to me. You can say anything. And if you vote for me, I'll work my hardest. All my experiences and all my knowledge and everything I've done my whole life, I want to give it to McLaughlin, because I don't want you guys to think that, I don't want McLaughlin to be just a great college. I want it to be a great family. So vote for me. Thank you.
Right. Hello, my fellow students.
Hi.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew Fichetti, and I'm running for the position of Director of Events. Before you today stand many fine candidates for this position that I'm glad to call my friends. As much as I would love to be able to work with each one of them, one candidate must be selected, and I'm here to tell you why I think it should be me. Those of you who were around McLaughlin last year will recall the first year event entitled We're Glad You Came that was held here in the JCR. For those of you who weren't, the first year representatives at the time, Brendan Bennings, who's your current VP events, and Ronnie Guido, who's the council's current speaker, enlisted my help to plan and execute what turned out to be the largest and most successful first year event in the history of McLaughlin College, and saw attendance from all 9 colleges at York University. In light of this, I believe that my experience in planning events with McLaughlin and working closely with council would provide me with the skill set I need to be the best fit for the position. I believe that my close relationship with your current VP events would be a great addition to the events department. I would ensure that the planning and execution of all future events this year keeps McLaughlin at the forefront of college events at York University. All the events for this current year have already been scheduled by the events department, so realistically, the likelihood of introducing all kinds of new events this year is slim to none. Therefore, what the events department needs is somebody who can work closely with our VP events and aid in the execution of the events which you have largely already been planned. If the smooth operation of your council and the events that have made McLaughlin an innovator at York are important to you, I encourage you to vote for me as Director of your Events and Programming. Thank you.
Okay. Hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Fernanda Galvez and I'm running for Director of Events and Programming. I'm here today coming to you as a third-year student, and I feel like I have the experience and knowledge needed in order to make this year one year that you will always remember. I know what it takes when it comes to organizing, planning, and creating events. I know what it takes to be part of something great and part of something amazing. I've been a Frosh boss for 2 years in a row. I've been involved in the math community for the past 3 years, and I'm always out and always with Mac. I love Mac. I will always give more than 100% when it comes to my community. I am dedicated, I am passionate, but you know what, that's enough about me. This is your time, right? This is for you, and I want to be part of a council and a group that will make this year for you. I want to know what you guys want, and I want to hear everything that you guys want to input for us, right? We're growing and making better communities, so just I want you guys to vote for me in order for me to help this become your time. So remember to vote for me in order to improve and help move on with our community. So vote for Nanda.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm a little nervous, but hi, my name is Jorma Adair, and I'm currently running for Director of Events and Programming here at McLaughlin College. I don't really have a lot of time, and I don't really want to spend a lot of time going over what I have because it's really just a really simple concept. The main thing that I want to get right down to the point about is that I want to make sure that our community stays as involved with events as it possibly can. The reason for my running for this position is because I want to give back to MAC in a way that I have experience about. I know events. Everyone keeps mentioning about how they know events. I have event experience with my schooling, outside of school, hired positions with the city of Mississauga, and I think all those things can be relevant, but in the end, what really happens if someone can be personable and someone who is really can feel approachable by new frosh, new students, older students, everyone who wants to come and have their ideas heard by the director of events. I have worked side by side with people who have made super killer events, and I can bring that experience to the table, but the main thing here is that there is no point in making any event at all if all of the students at MAC are really super stoked on it. And the only way I know that I can do something like that for you guys is if I want to make sure that I have all of the opportunities to hear what you guys want in the event. Like what has already been mentioned is that we don't really get to choose what events have been picked this year. Our job is to make sure that the distribution of the event and the planning of the event and everything goes super smoothly. And so, really? And so, all right, so you know what? Okay, forget it. The main reason why I want to be director of events is because I want everyone at MAC to feel comfortable in approaching me with ways that they want to help contribute to MAC. And the easiest way that I want them to feel like that is I want to be an active community member. I feel like I already am an active community member. I'm here every day. I'm able to talk to everybody easily. I'm able to smile at everybody, say what up. And I know that a position on MAC Council will be able to only help Council's goals. Awesome.
Thank you guys for showing up. As you know, I'm Ryan Weenie, and I'm running for new Director of Events and Programming. I'm confident I'm best suited for this position for multiple reasons. I'm a positive member in the community due to the fact that I've spent many hours here at MAC, making friends, building connections, and making sure that this is one of the best colleges here at York. I've contributed a lot of my time helping members of the community as a lounge volunteer, WLSSA, and even a Red Zone member. And whenever council needs help with anything, I'm there. I'm even at their meetings. I was also a frosh boss here at Orange Protocol to the point where I was even an assistant captain as my first year as a boss, where I not only completed my responsibilities, but also aided those who needed help with theirs, interacted with the frosh, all while having a good time. Because of these accomplishments, I have been awarded the Ajad Maxwell Award for first year contribution. And even recently, for Niagara trip ticket sales, I was there to help with the rush, making sure everything ran smoothly. I have also taken the initiative of going to see our current VP of Events, Brandon Bennings, and asking him what he believes is what he wants in a director and a supporting member of events and programming. What he's looking for is someone who will abide by the rules of the Constitution, but will also go that extra mile and make sure everything runs smoothly. This is a task I'm confident that I can accomplish to the best of my abilities. An example I have is the Montreal ticket sales lineup. Last year it wasn't so efficient, so I want to make sure that it's fair and will run much smoother than last year. At the end of the day, I'm here to help give to the college. I don't see this as a title I can put on the resume. I'm not in it for the perks, or I don't even see it as an elite status. I'm running to better this council and everyone a part of it. So MAC students, for someone who's dedicated, committed, and prepared to do the job, go for Ryan Weenie.
McLaughlin. As you know, my name is Mike Simone, and I'm running for the position of Director of Events and Programming. When I think of events and programming, I think opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to leave my mark and continue to forge my university career here at McLaughlin while helping others forge their own. I also look at this as an opportunity that allows me to give back to the community that has become an essential part of my university development. I stress this because the transition from high school to university or internationally from country to country can be a difficult obstacle to cross. That being said, I firmly believe that this position allows me to assist in creating the foundation all students need to begin and flourish in their university careers. It's been said many times before that these 4+ years isn't solely about the classes you attend and the grades that you receive, but the lessons you learn with the people and the environment around you. And that's my goal. My goal is to use this position to create everlasting friendships, create contacts, networks, but most of all to create family. I use this term family because I associate with the term comfort, and the only way an individual can succeed and flourish throughout this time is with the comfort and peace of mind that you have a strong support system behind you. One that promotes inclusivity and not racism, belittlement, or neglect. A system that allows you to express your individuality, your culture, and yourself. I believe that we all have something to teach one another, lessons to share, experiences to teach, and knowledge to gain. I speak to you today not to show off my credentials or to make unrealistic promises that will be impossible to keep. I speak to you because I want to share with you my vision in regards to this position, and my vision behind my campaign and what I will try to accomplish. Not through different events, I suggest, but the idea that allows you, the members of the community, be a part in the creation of different events that cater not only to your social needs, but the academic ones also. So what I ask from you guys today is to vote commitment, vote inclusivity, vote representation, and vote Mike Simone.
So that position requires you to think on your...
He plays with kids, not kids.
Okay, so as the Director of Events and Programming, you're going to be obviously assisting Brandon. Sometimes when he's away, for example, and an event goes wrong, you have to think on your feet. Off the top of your head, let's say you're having a barbecue. So you have a bunch of people that are kind of ready to do something. That barbecue goes wrong, the caterer doesn't show up, something happens. Thinking off the top of your head, can you think of some events to kind of make up for that?
Side event?
Just to go with that, since there are so many of you, I'd like to limit to under 20 seconds, okay?
Okay.
So, starting.
Would you like, okay. Well, it was taught with us in Frosh that these complications do occur, and like every other event, you need to think on the ball. So, instead of letting it get all rowdy, I think we have to sort of promote, I guess, that community in a sense, right? Get people together, get them doing something different, while possibly like others can go maybe buy other burgers or order some pizza, just to keep the event continued. So I think that to always sort of, when all else fails, to sort of lean back and be like, look to the community members around you, because together we're better than just one person, and we can make that event so much more successful.
Basically the same thing you're saying. Talking about Frosh, we learned something about keeping that positive energy, just in case something does happen, keep that positive energy. And you talk about having a side event. If we can't have food, first of all, we should always have a backup plan just in case. But if the problem is food, then we'll look for another food source in that case. But while all this is happening, whether the people are working there, we just try to keep that positive energy, make sure that everything is fine, like the magic of Frosh. Everything's perfect. As long as we keep that mentality, they'll be fine.
What they're saying is correct. I agree. You always have to make sure you're looking out for your people, right? You're making this event and people have expectations. So it's true, get somebody else to go get some other food, get pizza, whatever it is, because you can't have burgers. Change it up a little bit, and then just make sure that everyone's okay, and make sure that not to cause a big scene or disaster. You think on your feet, you get it done. You make sure that you get the help from the people that you need to get the help from, and then you just keep moving forward and you keep the event going without any hassles or
Thank you.
Without trying to repeat what everyone else said, I think that extra care needs to be taken during the planning stages to ensure that if something does go wrong, that there is a backup or an alternate sort of arrangement that can be made if in the case of something like that happening. So just take extra precautions in advance so that if something does go wrong, you're able to account for that and move on.
I think every single person in this line is going to make a reference back to Frosh, because that is really where this kind of situation would pop up a lot. Basically everything that Andy said, I would pretty much agree with. Make sure that there is a backup plan, and make sure that with that backup plan, that plan is better than the original thing that you're going to do. The barbecue didn't show up. Oh, change of plans, we're ordering pizza. What? Pizza is so much better than barbecue. What are you talking about? Depending on what the event is about. Instead of having dinner at this time, you push up another part of the event. So if there's a keynote speaker, if it's a USPC or a Law and Society event, you have someone speak while we're waiting for that. Make sure there's always something going on at some time. People engage in conversation. Make sure they're not aware that the food isn't there, or if they're hungry, make sure that they're actively involved in something that they care about, because if they're obviously at the event, they obviously have something to say about the topic, right? So make sure there's always something going on. Keep making sure people are active and making sure that they're not focused on the negative, but rather on the positive.
Thank you.
Everything's pretty much said, but always have a plan B, be organized, don't freak out, you don't need to freak out, keep everybody calm, or just think positive energy, like magic of Frosh. And we're all a family, so we'll all figure it out and find something together if anything bad happens. But it's all going to be fine.
So with my experience for events that I've done for 3 years, we basically learned that during the planning process, you always need to think, okay, what's gonna because usually when you plan something, it doesn't go perfectly. So you have something that it's gonna pop up. So your plans may not go perfectly, so you need that backup plan. So yeah, it's basically just having that backup plan. So if the caterer didn't show up, always have alternatives. So like they said pizza or whatever. And yeah, it's
Thank you.
Next question?
I saw the hand in the back, and then we'll go to our VP. So we'll start at the end, and this time the same thing, 15 seconds, and we will be cutting off.
Cassandra,
you want to start?
yeah, I'm thinking.
I can start.
Okay, sure.
So there are a lot of different types of people. I mean, for me, for example, I was really crazy during Frosh or any event, and I started to meet new people and new types of personalities. So I think that's also a personal learning experience, is to meet different people and talk to all types of, be friends with people that you would have never thought you would even think about. It's a personal experience, and then also if you don't really like to party, then going there, or not party, or going to events, it's just you being social and you being committed to your college and being involved. That's also a personal experience, learning experience.
Okay, so I just had to ponder that a bit. So basically, everyone, like maybe in elementary school or high school, you learn that everyone's a different learner. So basically what the goal is, I'm gonna bring up Frosh because that's a great example. We did have different events, so like boat cruise, because maybe people like boats and stuff, but we also had those like smaller events that maybe like if you're not a social person, it's easier for you to connect. So what I think is we would need those different events, maybe some smaller, some bigger, like how McLaughlin has been doing it, so we can connect to all those people how they learn.
Thank you.
I think one of the main things is that when students end up coming to events, and if they end up not having the best time, depending on what kind of person they are, depending on their type of personality, that they do know that that isn't just the extent of what McLaughlin has to offer. It's really important that every student is comfortable in their own skin, that they know that, McLaughlin does have trips like Montreal, and they do have trips like Niagara, and they have Frosh revivals and stuff, but they also do have, pub nights, and they have coffee houses, and they have more low-key events, and it's really about making sure that each person in the community has a spot in the community, and they're able to express themselves in the community in a specific way. So I think in that kind of way, the learning experience kind of just like flows from each event for each person. So.
I think it's important to tailor to different types of people, and to make sure that you're not only learning in one way. You can be learning how to interact in social situations, whether that be a party setting, whether that be a smaller event that we have at the college, and also it's just important that we maintain inclusivity, because you want to make sure that everybody feels at home wherever they are, and that they're learning to be part of that greater community that we have here at McLaughlin.
Just you learn something new every day, right? And you learn through different events, different things. You can learn about yourself, not only about yourself, you can learn about the community, you can learn about different people. It also depends on the events you're running. Different events mean different types of learning. So you can have the social events, academic events, anything that McLaughlin puts up. So I feel like everything is a different learning process for everyone, and everyone will take it in differently, and that's why we use such a diverse way of creating events.
Going by what she just said right now, everyone thinks that when it comes to events, it's always a party. It's not always true. Like, why can't, for example, why Youth Fit throw something, an event? It could be like, for example, right here in the JCR, a yoga session or something, and then you can learn new moves or stuff like that. Whether it's an academic club where you can discuss with the director, the VP of clubs, where they can have, like, in a sense, like a learning seminar or like a learning event, because not everything's a party, because not everyone's a party. Some people like to sit down and just listen.
Well, my interpretation of this is like, just like anything, I guess the biggest learning experience that you can learn at university is sort of have that balance between social and academic career, right? So like fun and work, right? So we sort of create events that do cater to both, right? Have an aspect of education, but also have like an aspect of just having some fun, speaking with different people. It's not just a constant, like I believe, constant party. There has to be a little bit of work ethic in there also. So I think sort of, to create, like, cater to events that do harness both an academic side and add a little spin on it, a little spice, right? So.
Thank you. All right. I saw Brandon's hand back there. I think it's pretty important you ask a question.
Okay, so 20 seconds, explain how you can pass it.
Sorry?
Sorry, just a little bit louder so the mic can catch it.
In 20 seconds, explain how you will be an asset to the events.
To the what?
The events department.
Oh, the thing you're running for.
All right, and when I say thank you, that means time.
Oh, do I start?
So we'll start actually in the middle. I feel bad that it's always just the end. So it's between and then we'll go up.
So how I would be an asset, I've already planned events with your current VP events that have been wildly successful, and also we share a very close personal relationship. So if I was on the council, I would be benefiting the events department by ensuring that everything runs smoothly and minimizing conflict and making sure that
If I were on council, probably the main asset that I would want to bring is that being open to new ideas through the McLaughlin community. Not only being open to those ideas, being able to bring those ideas into the planning process of a specific event, whether it's the planning of Montreal, which is a really big deal to most students, and coffee houses, whether there's conflicts with different people that want to do different things. Two people. Oh, okay, cool.
I would add to that, just being really open and understanding and hearing everybody and their ideas. Also, the VP of events was also a really good friend of mine, so we work really well together. And the experience I've had living elsewhere and organizing a lot of events, so that's an asset.
Basically, the asset I'd bring is basically the passion. I have a lot of passion for McLaughlin, as I already said. So what I want, basically, is to please all of you. Maybe I can't please all of you, but I mean, I want to get you guys out and come to at least one event. So, yeah.
Okay. So just 2 points. Number one, I was the events coordinator last year for the Lonside Student Association, and I did, actually, fortunately, it's ironic, but I did face a lot of obstacles along the way. My partner did drop out, so it was a learning curve for me, and it taught me how to sort of maneuver against those obstacles, right? And number two, I communicate with a lot of people. I think I've met each and every one. Okay, perfect.
Keep it, three things. I know how to use Excel. Before anything, I make sure the job is done, and when I start, I'll make sure the job is done.
Thank you.
Jeez, that was 10 seconds.
So Fernanda needs to speak.
Oh my God!
It's like fourth time.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's good. It's so good. Okay.
All right, you're done.
All right.
Don't make me go silent. Okay. There's just what I bring to the table is I work currently at a place that is all about events. So yeah, I work at Medieval Times. I've been there for 2 years. I've helped create a lot of events. I've been a part of the MAC community all this time. I come out to all the events. I feel like I'm dedicated and I bring a lot of passion and a lot of hard work into MAC.
Thank you. All right, so I'll take 2 more questions, and then you're welcome to ask some more questions in the meet and greet. Who's had their hand up for a while? Okay, I'll take one. Okay, Sarat, and one from David.
Okay, so as my voice is so loud, right? As director of events, you're sort of a junior role assisting your VP events. Hopefully, in the process of running Monday at the events as well. Whether you decide to or not, what is one potential initiative that you would like to create or are personally thinking of right now that you would like to implement this year or in the future for events specifically? So this could be any current event that you want to, something specific you want to improve this year, or potential that you thought of with your campaign that you want to develop.
And for this, you also have 20 seconds.
So 30. Who should start?
Okay, fine.
So wait,
30 seconds.
simplify the question.
Yeah.
So this year, you're working with VP events. You have more roles to assist with putting up all of our events for the year. My question is, what is one thing that you want to either improve or create as an initiative for this year's director events, or potentially see as future meetings?
30 seconds. Start wherever you'd like.
Can I just go?
Go.
Okay, perfect. All right. So probably one of the biggest things for me is I believe that like we are a part, like a piece of the puzzle for the future, and we are sort of creating like a foundation for students beyond us, in later years. My apologies. So I believe that I want to sort of formulate like a bridge between academic events and social events, and be able to intertwine them, because I see a lot of student associations, being part of student association myself, that are lacking by that. And
keep it simple. I already talked about how when it comes to not just the events, but the preparations for the events, I want to improve. Like for example, I said in my speech about the lineup for Montreal. And also, when it comes to improving an event, instead of just becoming new, I feel like more just adding a twist to it. Like for example, we have a coffee house. Everyone knows what a coffee house is. Why can't we just like switch it up a bit, add something, a new factor, which keeps it, but yet the same?
Took my idea. I kind of was going to say sort of what Brian was saying. I'm very interested in the coffee houses and maybe having more than one once a month, maybe 2, or trying to see if we can get it out more public to people and change it in a way and make it more interesting, because I remember last year was like very big and everyone wanted to do it, and then this year it's not blowing up as much, so that's why.
I want to see to it that our year-end event that we had last year becomes a regular thing, and that we also open up our events to other colleges as well to get as much collaboration with between us as possible.
Possibly the biggest thing that I can think of right now is having an out-of-country trip. One of the coolest things that I did in high school was that we had trips to England, we had trips to New York, we took a bus. You know, we're at a university college here. We should be able to go farther than once you kind of trip like that. And I think that's something that everyone will be able to enjoy, especially a New York trip. Everyone loves going to New York, so something like that.
Good, yeah, that's great. He doesn't even go yet.
Okay, so first of all, I would think that for example, the Niagara trip, have the first years, because they're underage, have more fun. Just have more, stay with them, or don't need to go clubbing. Montreal ticket lineup was crazy last year, so I would also fix that and make it more organized. Ensure that every single event is planned perfectly.
A new aspect that I would like to add, this was new in Frosh, how they did the York-wide carnival to start off the year, and I thought that was good pride, so why not end off the year kind of with a festival like that? So I'd like to add that.
Thank you.
That's it.
And everyone went? So the last question, we just have to go a bit fast because our camera is about to die. So you have 20 seconds.
I want a webcam.
Okay, so I have a 2-part question.
20 seconds? 20 seconds.
It's been asking really what priorities we have in mind for the council. As I mentioned very early in the council, we have a lot of last year as communications, so what other priorities we have. And My question is, besides being director of events, being as a council member, you're not only working directly with your people, you're also working with the other people within council, or even speak or what have you. There's another council. So what other experiences do you have that we might be able to add on to basically as a council, not just the events?
So I recommend point form.
Yeah, we're going to have more time to answer that though.
No.
Okay, fine, 25 seconds.
I'll say. Okay. So, can I sum up the question quick? Sorry.
Your experience and
Other priorities,
how you're distributing
Okay, so
matters.
time management stuff. Okay, so first with time management, right now I'm basically doing only 18 credits, so I have a lot of days off. So I don't really work, like I do Red Rain, but it's more like a gig thing, so it's when I'm available. So I do have a lot of time to put towards York. With council, I actually do know a lot of the council. I'm usually in the council office. I have experience with teamwork and stuff like that, so I get along with a lot of people quickly, and like easily, so I'm a great team worker.
Okay, I don't work, I live on residence, I have a lot of time in my hand, even though I have classes in the middle of the day. I'll just be here and I'll be chilling. So I was blessed enough to in summer to always be around, to go and travel and go to leadership programs and all of that, so I'm really good with being a team member and listening, and I can also say my opinion, I'm not afraid to say no. So, yeah.
One of the main reasons why I waited until this long to apply to be on council is because I wasn't comfortable with managing my time, and now I've reached a point in school and work and stuff that I know I will be able to make time for council and make council a priority, because that's one of the things that I want to have when I join council. The second part of the question was the prior events for council, right? Other experiences. Ever since high school, I've been involved in group work, whether it's Link Crew, we start this summer, cross bossing, and a whole bunch of other different things with the city. So.
Other priorities that I have include maintaining a job all year round as a pool manager for the City of Toronto, in which which totally contributes to the skills that I have, because my job is to manage a lifeguard team in situations where people's lives are at stake. So I'm not a stranger to working in a team at all.
For the other stuff that I have to do is, yes, I have school and I have work, but I will always make time for Mac. Mac is